Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Here's your first alert, what we're watching over the next couple of days. Today is the coldest day of the extended forecast and the coldest that we've been in at least a little while. The good news, we start to warm back up tomorrow. Cloud cover also increases. This is in response to a warm front. Looking ahead, we have a busy weekend, a big weekend ahead. I know it's only Monday, but this upcoming weekend kickstarts Christmas. There is a slight chance for some rain, some snow, some wintry mix. So a couple of things that we're watching here for you through that extended forecast. But first, let's take a look outside at our temperatures. It's a cold start to the morning, especially compared to where we've been. Single digits across the Northern Valley, right at 0 in Langdon, 1 in Hallock, 3 Roseau in Thief River Falls. A couple more single digits even in the Southern Valley, 9 in Oak, San Joaquin, 7 Detroit Lakes. We're still holding on to 10 here in Fargo, even though it feels like 3 degrees below zero. Feels like 13 degrees below zero at this time in Bemidji, 10 below in Langdon, 11 below in Detroit Lake. So bundle up the kids before you send them off to the bus stop today, and be careful of those icy patches out on the sidewalks and the parking lots as well. The most roads are pretty good at this time. We'll look at that in a second. As for the wind, it was a blustery one last night. Even after the wind advisory is expired, it still was quite gusty. Now the wind is starting to subside. It's calm now in Hallock, but Baudette still seeing that gust out of the northwest to 28 miles per hour. Same thing in Alexandria as well. Good news that the wind will continue to diminish over the next couple of hours. Satellite and radar looking pretty quiet, but here in the Southern Valley, this cloud deck right here, radar's not picking it up, but there are a couple of flakes flying in these clouds through around Lidgerwood, Sisseton, Wheaton, down towards about Millbank area as well. No impacts are expected. Your coffee forecast today, getting kick start of your Monday, maybe the extra large hot coffee. Temperatures are only going to be in the teens through this morning, but those wind chill values are what's making it feel a lot colder today. Here's a look at those road conditions across the valley. Most of us seeing those seasonal good conditions. Travel is good to go. We do have a few areas in blue, which means patchy ice and some scattered snow. So a couple of trickier spots, but overall, I'm going to give your commute today the green light. This is pretty typical for this time of year, and definitely far better than what we've seen the last couple of years prior this time of year. Let's take a look at our first alert extended forecast. The big thing today, at least through the next couple of hours, is the cold. But heading into the mid-morning and into the afternoon, sunny skies, and that northwesterly wind is going to be replaced with a southerly wind through this afternoon and into the evening. High temperatures today, though, are only going to be in the teens and 20s. But watch as the winds pick up out of the south. Cloud cover starts to increase as well. This is in response to a warm front lifting in, and temperatures overnight in response to the wind and the cloud cover are going to be much warmer. 7:30 tomorrow morning. Morning lows, teens and 20s. That's pretty similar to what we're going to see for high temperatures today. High temperatures tomorrow warming up into the upper 20s to mid 30s across the Southern Valley. A weak cold front does drift through later in the day. That doesn't have an influence on our temperatures. It's only going to bring that wind back to a more northerly flow. Temperatures for today, high temperatures. This is 3 o'clock this afternoon. Only in the upper teens in northwestern Minnesota, many areas warming up into the 20s. Looking ahead to our chances for precipitation, look at Santa. He might be flying through some snow on Christmas Eve, or maybe some rain, because looking at our first alert extended forecast, high temperatures, Christmas Eve, 40 degrees. It's not a typo. It's just going to be quite warm. There are chances for precipitation, but really depends what time it arrives, where your location is, whether it's going to be rain or whether it's going to be snow. That's still about a week away, but we are giving you that first alert heads up. Just because it's such a big weekend, folks are curious if it's going to be a white Christmas. Not likely here in Fargo.
Wow.
It's just too warm. The little bit of snow that we do have is already melting away.
Yeah.
So time will tell.
Yeah. Well, no matter what, good thing Santa has Rudolph with that nose so bright.
Yeah, I
He can get through whether it's rain or snow. He still
Lead the
sees
way.
the course.
Very true. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Summer.